Hello, party people! Today we've got a wee little dev chat. So, do you want to get straight to the good stuff? I do. We've got a few community voted questions. Will there be things to look out for in the sky? From birds to planets to shooting stars? Maybe mysterious saucer-shaped foreign objects? Maybe you know what I mean. Jelly bean. Being able to collect or unlock shooting stars, constellations, or planets as part of a skill or hobby is a great idea. Hearing this makes me wonder, how realistic will the night sky be? It's unlikely that paras will react differently to finding out that they're pregnant. This is because the player chooses whether or not they're going to be getting pregnant. Having paras react to other people's pregnancy announcements would be interesting, especially if they don't like children. They might react in a negative way, or they might feel uncomfortable. Let's move on to general questions now. Did you get a postcard? Here's a look at mine. Are there any details on this postcard that the community never picked up on? The artist took some details from past videos and added things on his own. So, not everything is taken from existing details. I've left a link for their Instagram in the video description and in the pop-up at the top of the screen right now. Go check out their other pieces of art. The Steam Workshop will be available during early access. Players will be able to share houses, characters, mods, and custom content there, even during early access. Here are some pet pictures. Next, let's go on to live mode. Will disciplining your child be part of the game? If so, what sorts of things will be included? House rules like curfew might be in the game. Other than that, there is no confirmation on what might be included in regards to disciplining your para children. So far, animations have been simple: dancing, exercising, and emotional responses. But there has been a few complex ones as well. With that in mind, how is the progress going for the animations? Currently, Anna is working on integrating animations that need an object to spawn in, like cooking, and other animations that require the para to interact with a pre-existing object. These animations require the devs to create target points on the item in the mod system. Moreover, Anna is still thinking about how to adapt the existing simple animations. Thanks to procedural animation, they still have to be adapted on a case-by-case basis. After all that, the next big challenge would be to integrate target points onto the para itself, which would allow interactions between paras possible. Alice is working on making base animations. Base as in before procedural animations are applied. And she started to make more complex interactions that require steps, like bed interactions. Will paradigms be paper money or coins? It's not decided yet, but what would you like to see? I guess I would like to see them as coins because a dime is a coin, so that would make sense to me. Living off the grid hasn't been confirmed yet. I hope that it will be possible. Multitasking is something that the team is looking into and will be able to share more about in the near-ish future. Will it be possible for a para to sit down on a high platform, sort of like how Sebastian sat on the countertop? Would paras be able to climb onto a platform that's not too high, but still higher than a step to get to the next level? The team is looking into this. It's easier when there's a spot with orientation. The spot for the chair is composed of a butt target and a feet target, for example. So the animation will adapt to those reference points nicely, since they are placed by hand in a position that makes sense. However, if you want your character to sit on a step, they would have to generate this spot dynamically, since the player can build and modify the split level and step on the go and click anywhere on that step, so the spots can't be hand placed, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. They would need to generate the butt target and the feet target in a way that the animation would make sense and that it would adapt nicely to that spot. They don't think it's super hard to do technically, but it's still a bit different from what's already been done. As for the second part of the question regarding the parafolk climbing up on a tall platform, this still needs to be figured out during the pathfinding design phase. On to some build mode stuff. There will not be terrain tools that allow players to create overhangs and caves, similar to Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo. This is because it would bring an extra game design challenge in build mode and for the pathfinding, and it would have limitations. There is going to be a button to delete a part of the wall, and a button to make that section of the wall invisible. This would allow for half walls, invisible walls, and walls that only extend from the ceiling. I can see a lot of ways this would be useful in build mode. Our final category today is the Paramaker. Does layering and tucking work simultaneously? Yes, you'll be able to tuck in a shirt and then layer a jacket on top of it. Currently, pairs will get taller when they wear high heels. If you want to travel back in time and watch other dev chats, you can always check out my playlist. The link for it is in the video description. Anywho, I hope you're doing well and staying happy, healthy, and hydrated. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!